Mm, Thank you, Sean, for taking the opportunity to do a presentation for us on the Hillsborough County Economic Development. And we would love to hear what you have to say. So take it away.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, first and foremost. And I really do appreciate being able to come here each week and learn more about each of you and meet new people. So I never got to meet Susie. So nice to meet you, Susie, and Jack. Nice to meet you as well. I think everyone else I've seen before. So it's good to see you again. And hopefully I can share this information and let you know some of the services that we provide. So let me get that started right now. So I'm going to share my screen. I think, okay, I don't know. Can you see a PowerPoint presentation?
Yes, we can.
Sure can.
Okay. Okay, so I work for Hillsborough County, the economic development arm of Hillsborough County. So as we go through this presentation, you'll see, my team, but then there's some more separation between SBDC and entrepreneur services. So I'm specifically for entrepreneur services. So our goals, and mission is to really provide businesses the expertise and resources necessary to succeed. Our view is if we provide businesses with these tools, then the businesses will hire more people, provide more economy for Florida. And the vision is to make Florida better, to create a better Florida for all, and by helping businesses grow. So that's that effect that you hear about, and we try to be facilitators of helping businesses do that. And all of the services that we provide are at no cost, and we do that strategically to ensure that we can provide those resources to people without creating a burden. So this is my immediate team: Carol, Corey, Jeanette, myself, and Robert. And half of my team is split up between SBDC, and the other half is entrepreneur services. So we'll talk a little bit about more about that as we get into it. So with entrepreneur services, we provide no cost consulting, training for small businesses, for individuals, anyone who's really wanting to. We provide workshops um, similar to, well, this one, but we also do some facilitated workshops where we provide how to start your business, marketing services, financials, pricing your products, and things like that. But the goal is to help businesses succeed. Some of the detailed consulting services we provide, and I focus mostly on startup and pre-venture businesses. Some of my colleagues focus on more the small, medium enterprise, but I'm specifically for small startups. So I help the startup businesses. We also help existing businesses, and we mostly provide business planning services, marketing planning, strategic planning. If someone wants us to, review some of their financials or help them with their financials so they can talk to a financial institution for a loan or for some type of capital, we help with that. Business continuity, that's one of the new things we started adding to our portfolio. But because of COVID and with the hurricanes last year, we found that there was a need for these services, and for us to be a provider of helping businesses integrate these services into their existing businesses. Business consulting, we consult with businesses. So we meet with the individual, and we just really get an understanding of where that individual, where that business is at, where they want to go. And we try to help them get there through use of, whether they need marketing help, we provide that. If they need a strategy for growth, we help them provide that. If they need technology assistance, we help them, wherever they're at, we try to provide solutions, try to provide assistance to help them get there. All of our consultants have either been an entrepreneur themselves or have some experience in that space. We all have bachelor's degrees or higher. Most of us have master's degrees. And we have to go through a certification process that we and maintain continuing education certification, 20 hours per year. Now we're going to go kind of into the SBDC and how their reach affects us. So with the Florida SBDC, we're designated as Florida's principal provider for business assistance. And with that, they provide funding through the SBA that helps us to provide this assistance. That's why it can be offered at no cost to individual businesses or individuals. Again, if we help you increase your sales, increase your profit, help you raise capital, then that in turn creates jobs for the Florida economy. So, and that's what we want to try to help with people. So the SBDC is a partnership that has almost 1,300 centers nationwide. And here, the SBA funds the SBDC and that network so that they can extend the reach throughout the nation. Regionally, we have 10 regions in this area, and each you'll notice that the centers are listed here, and we're specifically focused on the ECC, or Entrepreneur Collaborative Center in Ybor. That's where we're focused, and that's where we're stationed at. We're on the USF kind of district. So these are who we service, but our service reaches for Hillsborough County. We have over 300 programs that we've provided over the last few years, and we continue to offer different training programs and add different training within our portfolio. Our featured program is a self-employment workshop program. So with this program, it's really a collaboration of our existing programs and reconfiguring so that it goes in a more strategic direction, more strategic order to help small businesses. But we just started this program. We're in cohort 1 now. We're going to be marketing for cohort 2 shortly. And this is mainly for entrepreneurs who are either just getting started or, have the idea and want to go forward. There are some people who have experience in small business that are a part of this program, but it's mostly for the new entrepreneur that we're getting. Excuse me. There are some income qualifications that we are using for this program. And if you want more information, I can provide that information to you later. We present at multiple places pre-COVID. We would be South Shore, different areas, Sun Center. We did a presentation there and set up a booth. So we're all around, and with the sole goal is really just to help businesses. And I can't speak enough about how much and how far we go to help businesses. I'm from Ohio. I just moved here about a year and a half ago. And upon moving here, I didn't realize, being right in the middle of this, I didn't realize how much support is really out there for entrepreneurs and for businesses. And we have a lot of partners that help to provide this support. And it's just really a great program that no matter where you're at, there's people that can assist and help you to get to where you want to go. We helped facilitate the bridge loan last year to help people, get through with COVID, or if they had some disaster situation based on some of the riots that occurred. We set up a fund, and entrepreneurs were able to draw from this fund, and some of it was a grant, part of it was loans, but it was really just being there to help people get to, so they can continue to run their businesses. These are some of the local partners that we have. A lot of these partners facilitate some of our programs, and we're just really connected to the community in so many ways. So we have a lot of success stories. These are some of the older pictures of some of the businesses that we've helped in the past. I'm not on here yet, so it's been pre-COVID and haven't really been able to go out afterwards and be with people and do ribbon cutting. Right now, the county is permitted from engaging in face-to-face meetings with COVID. So we've kind of been limited to the things that we could do. So while you guys were at last week, and I think the weekend before, at the event, I wanted to be there. So I'm sorry I was not able to be there, but it sounded like there was a lot of fun, and I'm sure I missed out on a great time. So that gives you kind of a little bit about the our department, our division, and you know, one of the roles that I have too is help to, you know, upkeep a contract with, you know, different chambers. South Shore is one chamber that I facilitate with and help, and then also with Plant City. So our goal is to, you know, I like to provide resources to my clients, to you guys. So if you guys have, you know, I know one, the lady that spoke earlier, I think Jody, Susie, I'm sorry, Susie, you know, she has, I just think automatically with some of the clients that I may have that need that service, they don't need a full-time CFO. They need someone to help them get set up, help them, you know, get started, you know, and that would be a perfect opportunity. So I like to try to refer clients to people, you know, within the chambers that we manage to, you know, to share the resources and be able to help each other. So that's really what I do, and that's my role here. Um, I guess is there any questions that I can answer? Do you have any comments, questions, anything? I'd be glad to answer and
Sean.
help.
Hi,
Yes.
Sean, it's Mark. You have the
Hey, Mark.
self-employment workshops, and you have a whole list of them. They're all on Zoom?
Yes, yes, we'll be using Zoom. Yeah.
And are they for people only in Hillsborough County? Is it something that anybody could sort of tap into?
It is limited to Hillsborough County, unfortunately.
Right.
And that's because that's primarily our service area is Hillsborough County.
Right.
So
Maybe
if
on
it
Zoom,
was
might
like
be
other
open.
county, say that again.
I thought maybe since it was on Zoom, it would be open a little bit, only because I've got people in Pinellas that I know
Okay.
are looking for that kind of stuff.
Well, I know like a lot of the classes are, I mean, the classes that are offered in that workshop, we offer all the time, so they can attend the classes, any of those classes, no problem. This program is a little specific because there may be funding provided, there may be things like that, and they want to focus that on that Hillsborough audience. You know, if they get through all the requirements, then one of the things that we try to do is provide some assistance in getting their businesses, taken care of, getting the businesses registered and tax receipts taken care of through the funding that they may receive.
That information on the screen, hcflgov.net, is that where to go to get additional information?
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
that takes you to the county's website. And if there's specific information that you're looking for, you can send me an email and I can get you that specific information. Sometimes it's hard to navigate the county's website and you may not be able to find that
Interested
specific
in
stuff.
that information about some of those workshops that you offer. So I'd like to find out some more about that.
Okay, yeah, I would definitely provide that. And I'll tell you, the workshops that we provide, I don't know who's been a part of it, but they're really high quality workshops. They're taught by facilitators that have either done this or do this currently for a living. And they're really high quality, really helpful. I recommend our workshops. And I will make sure, if you'd like to send me an email, I can put my email in the chat. I can make sure that you get a copy of the listing, the workshop listing.
Okay.
And I will
Our
vouch
past
for,
workshops. Go ahead.
I was just going to say the workshops are awesome. Even before I was part of the chamber, I had done some of the workshops. They always let you just register or you can show up. I know there was like 1 million cups and you could show up and they were always welcoming. I guess some of the specific programs you need to be part of Hillsborough County, but they're all very interesting. The last workshop the chamber hosted for SBDC was digital marketing, which was really cool. The gentleman that was teaching, he was doing the little eyeglasses and making his screen do all kinds of different things. So he was really, really, really well versed in the digital hipness and savvy. I mean, all that. He was just great. So there's a lot to be learned in those workshops, and they're fun.
Thank you so much for sharing that testimony. That's great. Yes, I've learned so much. You know, I like to, one of the joys of my job is I get to attend all the workshops I want, you know, so I find myself going to different workshops, just learning different things. So definitely high quality, good information. And it's no cost. You know, that's the best thing. It's no cost for any of the services that we provide.
As far as raising capital, do you find that there are more suppliers of capital out there, or are they being overtapped because everyone's been shut down, they're opening back up, and everyone has debt?
I think I don't know if there's more suppliers. I would say that the suppliers, what we're finding at least right now, is that they're just tightening up some of their restrictions. You know, it may be a little harder to get the financing. It's not as loose. There's a lot of money out there. You know, right now there's just, you know, with the PPP grants and or loans and the different grant programs that the county has, there's just a lot of funding out there, but you know, making sure that you qualify has been one of the hard things. And this is where, again, I'm gonna plug Susie again. You know, this is where really Susie comes in as being you know, having your book set up, because what we've learned through the different iterations of all the different fundings that we've gone through and assisted with is businesses aren't set up right. You know, they don't pay, if they pay employees, they don't pay them correctly. You know, there's a lot of different things that are occurring that's preventing, you know, a person who may need this funding. And a lot of this funding is, you know, you don't have to pay back, but they're not able to get it because they weren't set up correctly. They weren't following, you know, the IRS guidelines, you know, and doing the things that you needed to do in order to say you have employees. You know, if you're paying employees, you have to withhold, you know, Social Security, Medicare, and a lot of companies have employees, but they may not be withholding. So really, they're independent contractors, and then there's a different set of rules that go along with that. So, you know,
So
really,
how do I
the
get
key
hooked up with the county as a person that says, you know, maybe I can come talk to them, or, you know, how do I get hooked up with the county to be a resource or a reference?
I can make that connection with you and my colleague. She will kind of, you can tell her what you like and how do you want to help, and she can see what alignment exists and plug you in.
All right.
So if you
Awesome.
want, you can send me that information and I can get you and her connected.
Okay.
And a lot of times, I know Melanie helped a lot of people get some funding and some grants, just because they, for some reason, didn't think they'd qualify, or it's something really simple, and they actually went in there and did it. And when Melanie encouraged them, like, hey, no, just go ahead, and they were surprised by how easy it was. So, sometimes it's people just doubting themselves, like, does my business qualify? Am I big enough? Or, I only have a couple employees, or I have too many employees, or I'm too big, or people have all these different ideas, but sit down and look through the information. You really probably qualify for something.
And that's a very valid point. That is very valid. And it's sometimes when you're dealing with financial institutions and governments, that the language is not as easy to understand, for a person who's focused on their business. And then that's where we come in and try to assist as well. It's just to help, make sense of the application. We're a resource. We're there. We're there to be used. So, what I like to say is just use us. We're there to be used at no cost. So if you have questions about things, if I don't know, I'll reach out to my colleagues. My colleagues most likely know, or they have their colleagues, so we try to get the information that you need to make you successful.
Excellent. That was a phenomenal presentation. I have done some one-on-ones with Sean already. If you haven't, please do a one-on-one with Sean. Thank you for that. If anyone has any further questions, if not, we'll stop recording, and this recording will be on YouTube.
Thank you.